Hey guys, it's Jean-Claude. Hopefully all the settings are back to normal. If you watched the last video, it was a little bit funky. Yeah, seems like things are back to normal. Alright, today's deck is going to be for Joker41. Good luck to you. And he says he's looking for a Gizzleheart, which we just so happened to open in the last deck. Let's hope there's a second one, so I guess we're hoping for Sanctum here. First house, Logos. Second house, hey, Sanctum, you have a shot at it. Very nice. And the third house, Untamed. Alex Warden, Deep Pockets Priestley. That's an interesting name. Once again, another simple, elegant Archon. Does take up the whole space, though. All right, good luck. And I basically never shill for my Patreon, but if you are interested in supporting the channel, you can help me out on Patreon. The link is in the description below. Just so you know, I purposely don't do anything on Patreon other than announce like that we're doing these openings. Simply because if I were to do other things, Patreon would try to tax you for added value. It's a real weird situation that started, I think it was about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. So it's really there just to support the channel. I said I avoid doing stuff on there just so they don't try to get you. Alright, so we're looking for the leader in Sanctum. Let's see what we have. Start. Oh, God! Oh my God! Whoa, wait a minute! Hold up, okay. So first off, this is a gigantic creature. We know because, look, it's only a picture. But second off, I always wondered if you could enhance these guys, and obviously you can. Niflkong here is going to come with a damage pip. That is awesome. Let's read the text on this guy. 12 power. You know, let's bring this back up along with it. Oh gosh, it almost becomes too small at that point, right? Oh, it's so big we can't even fit on there and try and read the words. That is just crazy. Look how cool that is, though. Wow. Niflkong is 12 power. It must be played with the other half of Niflkong. By the way, 2 armor as well. Play, search your deck and discard pile for any number of Niffle creatures, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck. Wait a minute, this is also a Niffle? Oh, if you have 2 copies of this in here, that means you can actually search up the other Niflkong? That is a little bit wild to think about. Fight Reap, you may destroy a friendly Niffle creature. If you do, deal 3 damage to a creature, steal 1, and destroy an enemy artifact. Wow, talk about just doing everything. That is pretty cool. A Fertility Chant. 4 Amber Pips. Play, your opponent gains 2 Amber. Bumblebird, 1 power alpha. Play, put 2 +1 power counters on each other friendly untamed creature. Resurgence, it's an action. It gave the deck a draw pip. Play, return a creature from your discard pile to your hand. If that creature is a mutant, return another creature from your discard pile to your hand. Oh my gosh, hold on. Guys, I've never heard anyone talk about this. Maybe because I avoided spoilers, but Resurgence gets back a mutant, then get back another creature card. Check this out, Niflkong is a mutant. 1 Resurgence can bring back both pieces of the Niflkong. That guy is slowly starting to become my favorite gigantic creature. That is awesome. Talk about synergy. Reclaimed by Nature, and whenever you play it, purge an artifact, resolve its bonus icons as if you had just played it. I'm a big fan of that card. Wow, Pismire, 4 power, also a mutant. While there are more friendly mutant creatures than enemy mutant creatures, your opponent's keys cost +2 Amber. There's a Niffleape. I'm usually not too excited about those, but it goes so well with that Niflkong, you can't complain. The fact that you can search for them and then use them to essentially deal 3 damage, steal an Amber, and destroy an enemy artifact, that's insane. I might even consider holding on to these just so my opponent can't kill them before I get to use the Niflkong's effect. While it's attacking, ignore Taunt and Elusive. Okay, a second one of those. Flumph, 3 power skirmish. Fight, give a beast creature 2 +1 power counters. Cephaloist, 4 power. While you have 4 more Amber, your Amber cannot be stolen. It's coming. This comes with all the gigantic creatures. And whenever you play it, search your deck and discard pile for either half of a gigantic creature, reveal it, and put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. This Untamed looks very awesome. Now we're on to Sanctum. It's Seraphic Armor. It's an upgrade. And whenever you play it, this creature gains +1 armor. Play, fully heal this creature. If your opponent is relying on damage to get the Niflkong off the board, this is going to be sweet to pair with it. Lord Golgotha, 5 power, 2 armor. Before the fight, deal 3 damage to each neighbor of the creature Lord Golgotha fights. This is the perfect creature to fight a taunt creature that is trying to protect some Reapers. There's a potential to take out all 3 of them. Book of Malefaction. It's an artifact, and whenever you play it, I have not yet seen this card. After your Amber is stolen, put a warrant counter on it for each Amber stolen. Omni, remove a warrant counter from it. If you do, purge a creature. Whoa, okay. And the fact that it's not each time your opponent steals, it's for each Amber you're putting one on there, and then every turn because it's Omni, boom, purge an opponent's creature. That is a really cool card, guys. Gizelhart, standard. It's not Gizelhart himself, but this artifact is pretty good. Amber, whenever you play it, each friendly creature with Amber on it gets +1 armor. Play, exalt a friendly creature. Equalize, Amber, whenever you play it, there's a draw pip. Redistribute the Amber on friendly creatures among friendly creatures. Redistribute the Amber on enemy creatures among enemy creatures. Card gains some value this set. Squire Alice. She's 2 power, 2 armor. Play, capture 2 Amber. Actually goes good with that Equalize. She's a small body, so you want to get the Amber off of her and onto a creature that maybe has some more power or elusive. Oh, a second one of those, this one with a damage pip. Seeker of Truth, 3 power, 1 armor. Fight, you may fight with a friendly non-sanctum creature. That's another way to use that Niflkong outside of house. Lieutenant Gorvinal, 4 power, 1 armor. After you fight with the creature, Lieutenant Gorvinal captures an Amber. This is a pretty good card. I like that. Font of the Eye, it's an artifact, Omni. If an enemy creature was destroyed this turn, a friendly creature captures an Amber. This is a great card. One thing I've noticed with Mass Mutation, there is a lot of capture. There's just a lot of ways to get your opponent's Amber onto your creatures, and that's really going to slow them down. So this set didn't even necessarily need a whole bunch of steel. It just has a lot of different ways to capture. Wow, Champion Anafel, 6 power, 1 armor, and taunt. Very plain creature, but also very good. Great way to protect those squires. And also the Pismir that we had earlier that makes your opponent's keys cost more Amber. That's important. Oh, a second Champion Anafel. Now we're on to Logos. It's Lycobot, 4 power skirmish. Reap, discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw a card. Dinobot, 5 power. Play, you may exalt it. If you do, deal 3 damage to a creature. Reap, discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw a card. I love that both of these guys are automatically giving this deck some cycling power. That's really strong. Lyco's a good fighter once it's on the board, and the Dinobot here can actually do damage the second it's played. This effect for me has been pretty strong, this play effect where you exalt it. Whoa, Redacted! It's an artifact! After you choose Logos as your active house, put 1 Amber from the common supply on Redacted. When there are 4 more Amber on Redacted, destroy it and forge a key at no cost. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if this Logos is good too? I like the Sanctum, I love the Untamed in here. Give us a great Logos, come on! Library card, it's an artifact. This was one of the cards that everyone was talking about, so I do know a little bit about this one. This is basically library access on a card. Action, purge it if you do. For the remainder of the turn, after you play a card, draw a card. Whew. Great to see library access came back in some way, shape, or form. Mutagenic Serum, it's an artifact. Amber, have you play it? Omni, destroy it. You may use friendly mutant creatures this turn. This deck loves to find ways to use that Niflkong. This is a really cool card in here. Quixo the Adventurer, 3 power skirmish. Fight, draw a card. Qmax, 1 power, play, draw a card, destroyed, archive it. Dang, we didn't get any pips on here, but actually I don't think this deck has too many pips that we've seen so far anyway. Opposition Research, it enhanced the damage pip, play. Enemy creatures cannot reap during your opponent's next turn. A second one of those. Even Ivan, 4 power. Action, if your opponent has an even amount of Amber, you get to steal 1. I'd rather see Odd Claude. That's just a little bit of personal bias there. Ever-Instant Principle, each player loses half their Amber, rounding down the loss, gain 1 chain. Great card to see in here. Bot, Booked-In, 4 power, Reap, play the top card of your deck. Wow! It feels like that Logos had a little bit of everything. It's not an OP Logos, but you had a key cheat, you had card cycling, just an all-around good house. And of course the big Amber control card. Alright, let's get the Amber up in this deck. Which that might be the one area where the deck is lacking, but this is a really powerful board deck, if you want to ask me. Let's see. Okay, so we had a little bit there in Sanctum, a little bit more than I was expecting. I don't remember too much in Untamed. Oh, well, of course, the chant. For Amber, we have 4, 5. Most time this is going to get another one. We'll call it 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 is a little bit low, especially considering 4 of the Amber came from 1 card. That means this deck is 100% going to have to rely on its board to get its Amber. Let's see our Amber control now. Not Amber control, but man, that is a great board control. Let's see. Equalize is kind of, gosh, we won't count it. We're going to pull it up though. Ever-Instant, of course. Even Ivan. Opposition Research, those are maybe like half each. See, Font. Okay, Gorvinal is very nice. Both Squires. This prevents our opponent from taking Amber, but we won't pull it up. And was there anything else in Untamed besides Pismir? No, okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, kind of 9. That's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let's get to the exciting part. Tell me we got a lot of creatures. Now, when it comes to gigantic creatures, they do kind of skew the numbers a little bit, because both of them together only equal 1 creature. And they did essentially take up 3 slots because of its coming, so that I don't know exactly how we're going to calculate those. We might want to call them, I guess we'll just call them one creature for now until I get a little bit more play experience. But yeah, it's going to be pretty insane. We could probably pull the Resurgence up, because this is essentially getting us 2 creatures. Heck, maybe a whole nother Niflkong. All right, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, but I think I counted it's coming in there, so we're actually going to call this 20. Oh, you know what? I didn't pull up the Niflkong, so it is 21. Okay, I'm liking that. So to me, the 2 most important cards in this deck, Resurgence is up there, but it's not like an important card. It just does some really cool things in here. But the 2 most important will have to be the Pismir and the... Oh, I just passed the Pismir because I was thinking about the next card. The Effervescent Principle. We don't have any archives in here, so these are 2 cards you're going to have to be very aware of when you play them. You're going to have to hold on to this Effervescent Principle, probably slowing the deck down, but odds are it's going to be worth it because this deck isn't necessarily like a rush deck. Pismir, at least we can drop it down early because we do have 2 Anaphils in here, and quite a few ways to hopefully control the opponent's board, whether it's the Sanctum Artifact or using something like the Dinobot or some Skirmish here that we had, surprisingly, in Logos, or just even attacking with the Champion Anaphils, or just really controlling your opponent's board. Make sure you get the Pismire down, so your opponent's going to have to spend 24 Amber instead of the regular 18. I really enjoy like the font in here because it's just reusable capture Amber, along with the Gorvenal character. I can't remember what the title involved with Gorvenal was. Oh, it's right up top here, Lieutenant Gorvenal. That's going to be real nice, and it's going to be our best way to slow our opponents down. Another cool thing, the Q-Mech's always archiving itself whenever it's destroyed. It does pair up very nicely with the library card. This isn't the best library card deck, but the ability to always have another Logos card ready to go whenever you do want to pop the library card is pretty sweet. And you're going to be drawing 2 cards off of it thanks to the play effect. The Logos does have a decent amount of cycling. The Quixo, Lyco, Dino... Let's see, let's kind of pull some of the rest of this up. The Bot Bookton is very nice. That's another important card to go ahead and protect. The Oppositional Researchers might be just enough to slow our opponents down if they're a Reaping deck, but then again, I'm kind of hoping we control our opponent's board a little bit more with this thing, whether it's using Niffles or some of the board control cards. Redacted is just a really fun card. I don't know how often you're going to be calling Logos in this deck. I guess if you have a really huge library card turn and you're able to plop down, I mean, it felt like there was, what, maybe 5-ish Logos creatures in here. If you plop like 4 of those down, you can easily start calling Logos, start reaping, start getting the counters on the Redacted, and who knows, maybe you're going to get that free key, as well as forcing your opponent to have to deal with all the amber you're generating. This is a pretty cool deck, Joker41. I do hope you like this thing. I'm a fan of it. It is probably the best Niflkong deck I've seen. I'm sure there's others out there that are insane, but I think it was just the realization of the combo with Resurgence and all the other cool things it could do with it, like using the Seeker of Truth to go ahead and be able to fight with it, or using something like the, here we go, Mutagenic Serum to be able to use the Niflkong on any turn, actually, because it's Omni Effect. Pretty cool, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this deck. And as always, thank you very much for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time.